Hello everyone, it's Demon Walker here, and today I'm going to be unboxing Goddess Story 5M09. So, I did one of these already, specifically the '08 series. Hopefully this one doesn't take me an hour as well, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Just a glance of the box art. There's a bunch of cool cards on here. There's like the Freerin, Future Diary characters, Rem, uh, Kana from Dragon Maid. Get a uh, I can't think of the name of this anime right now. Magical Girls, Lewdness, or Rice Shower. There is one particular card I am hoping to get, and that is the Flandre Scarlet, so I pulled out the Flandre Scarlet playmat today. I would pull out a Flandre Fumo, but I don't own one yet, because Ami Ami has not given me the option to purchase one yet. So we crack open the box, and we get a couple of other images on there. It looks like this one actually comes with a hit pack, so the last one, I don't remember it coming with one. If it did, I'll have to reference the video. It does feel a little weird. There's something right there. So that'll be fun to look forward to the end. Alright. And on the last one, it had roughly 8 cards per pack, I believe. And just at a glance, it already looks like that's going to be the same case. So that's not a great start. We get some chick with a bandaged knee. No idea who she is. And I don't know that kanji. So off to a good start with our CRs. This one has some ice cream in a school girl backpack. I don't know why people like doing this mask down thing. I mean, I guess she's about to eat, so it makes sense, but, like, they did it in, The World Ends With Us, Neo, and I didn't understand that style then, either. Alright. I've seen this girl before. I think this is a Hololive VTuber, like, starts with an M. I think she was the Owl Girl. Yeah, there it is. She's kind of neat. I think she retired. Or graduated is the correct term. And I have no idea who this redhead is. She is in school, it looks like. Based off that chair, I think it's a music class. No idea the anime, again. Most of this set, I'm not going to know many of the characters. I think this is a dupe from last time. Yeah, this is from the 5M08 series. So this does have dupes from the last set, which is lame. I don't recognize this maid. She's got, like, fishy cats. Fish cats. Fats? Slow loop? I take it that is some sort of, slice of life, enjoying the slow life. Sounds neat. Alright, this is a pretty, kind of younger looking girl. Honestly, this is the type of look I would expect out of either some sort of sad anime or like a visual novel. Specifically one by, like, Key Arts or something like that. Not bad. Not a whole lot of characters out of the first pack, but that's fine. I'm going to call this Love Life. I do not know this chick, but she's got a cool little pin in her hair. A little cat pin. Nice guitar or bass. I think that's a bass because it doesn't look like it has as many strings, but I don't know. Bang Dream. I've not seen that one, but I've seen Bang Dream cards a couple of times. Alright, and we've got the Yuri Camp Girl again. I think this is a dupe from last time. Yes, it is. And then I definitely know this one was a dupe from last time. I remember seeing her. But just in case, I'll do a quick show of these. In a dupe SR. Okay. This is already a very disappointing box, and I'm only 2 packs in. I don't know who this lady is either. Generic blonde-haired young child. You know, I looked at the spoiler for this box, and I still don't remember a single one of these characters. I just know that there's only one Toho card to expect. Lots of schoolgirls. Neat. This is cool, though. This is an MR for Kaguya-sama Love is War. So, I actually had to attempt to watch this twice. The first time I tried watching it, I made it through the first half of episode 1. Because they were doing the whole in love, the first one to confess loses. And they were doing that for every little bitty story beat, and I'm like, oh no. They're gonna do this every episode 3 times an episode. And I dropped it after half an episode. I later attempted to watch it again, and I realized they dropped that really quickly in episode 2. And the anime was definitely worth watching after that. So if you're like me, and you saw that, and you're like, I'm not gonna watch this because this is gonna get repetitive, it gets better really quick. Alright. That's a repeat from last time. I remember these feet. And I'm flipping other cards too. This is new. Looks like a neat little like magical girl idol. One of those two. It could be a magical girl idol. It's not like we don't have an anime this season. As of time of recording, that's that exact concept. I apologize, my light seems to not be cooperating today, and I'm not in the state of mind to do it. This is what from Kaguya-sama Love is War. I do remember looking this one up, and I'm like, that hairstyle doesn't look like what's her name. We're on pack 3. I'm kind of flying by these this time, because every time I do a Goddess story box, these take me like an hour. And by the end, I feel dehydrated, tired, worn out. And especially since I don't know half these characters, like this one. Like, she's got a cool uniform, actually. Like, I don't know what type of uniform that would be other than, like, middle school. She's got a cute backpack. I feel like a lot of these characters, it's all I can comment on is the clothes. Because, like, I have no opinion on their faces and stuff like that. I mean, like, this is just a generic schoolgirl. What is there to say about this? And that's a repeat from last time, who cares? But importantly, I can already see it. We got Flandre. The younger, insane little sister. So I started off with Toho, not really caring much about Flandre. I knew the name technically, but like I didn't get into it from yuan was her. I didn't get into it from playing EOSD. I got into Toho from some guy telling me Toho existed while talking about a subterranean animism character named Oku. And I just kind of like grew to like this character through various other means. Mostly just like reading about her. I mean, EOSD has the most popular setup of all the Toho games. And as of the last popularity contest, is currently the most popular Toho game in 2025. So, like, everybody is always going on about the Scarlet Devil cast. Almost all the fan works are on there. So you start seeing a lot of Flandre, of Remilia, of Sakuya. It's really hard to not like those characters after a certain point if you continue reading the fan works. It's hard not to like the music if you keep listening to those same tracks. At least in my opinion. You get so many good remixes. You'll find a remix that you like. Right, here's the first non-dupe of this pack. Tokai Teo with long hair, I think? That's kind of what it looks like, based off the hairstyle itself. You got a nice sundress on. Yeah, Tokai Teo for sure, since it's pretty derby. That's neat. And then we got another dupe. SSSS. Gridman. I need to look at this anime at some point, just because I see that card, or that anime pop up. Alright, Lucky Star. I don't remember this girl's name. It's the little sister. Lucky Star is a great anime, too. Everybody should watch it, especially if you're really into otaku culture, because it's got a lot of jokes based off that. Pretty neat. Alright, and this is the Dungeon Meshi card. I don't like Dungeon Meshi. I have no interest in these cards. Like, I guess she is the best girl out of Dungeon Meshi. I don't know what the cat person is. I don't know if they're a guy or girl. I haven't seen enough art of them to get a good idea. But I also have no interest in the series after attempting to read the manga at one point. I couldn't even bring myself to try and watch the anime. I don't like the design of the characters. I don't really like the plot. I don't like the whole, like, eating all these monsters thing. It's just not interesting. This is interesting, though. This is, what, Dai from Pretty Derby, I think? I don't remember her full name. I know her nickname is, like, D-A-I, Dai. She's neat. I have her power card in the game. I almost never use it, because power is, like, kind of mediocre. And we got Fern from Freerun. Everybody loves Fern. She's got the big ones. Oh, this isn't Fern. This is... Oh, this is the purple-haired girl in New Game. She seemed really proper and prim, and then she actually had that, like, weird side to her. I wish I remembered the anime well enough, but I watched both seasons. It was a really good anime about people making games. I thought it was pretty funny. But that goes to show, after a certain point, characters start, like, looking alike. She really does look like Fern to me, and... let's see... Look at that box art. Can you tell me that if you didn't know what either of these looked like specifically, you wouldn't maybe mistake these two? All anime characters look the same after a point. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Pretty Derby character. She's got a bit of a clownish look. I'm not one for the clown looks overall. Like, she's kind of cute, but I got a buddy who likes clowns. Oh, Hololive. That makes it even worse. It's just some Hololive girl that looks like a clown. That means she probably is a clown. I've seen that. That's a Genshin character. And that's some nice coffee, though. What is that? Caramel? Mocha? Like, I could go for that. I don't like Starbucks coffee, but I like the McDonald's McCafes. They taste so much better than Starbucks. Like, I went to Starbucks a couple times about a decade ago, and then I think I went one more time in between, and I didn't care for it at any time. Especially their whipped cream. Their whipped cream tastes disgusting. Alright, and we got the Future Dyer girl. I think her name was Yun Gaso. I have not seen Future Diary in so long that I remember how the story goes, but I do not remember names. It was one of those, like, weird anime I wanted to read the manga for as a kid, and I got to read the first few volumes at the local library. And then I had to, like, pirate the series to watch the rest of it. I mean, I eventually watched it legitimately through a streaming service, so, you know, don't haze me. I'm sure a lot of you also have used pirating services in the past. In fact, I'm almost certain that most of you probably still use pirating services, so, you know, whatever. But it is a good show. Love Live character? I'm guessing. I don't know. The most interesting thing in this card is the parfait. That looks delicious. It is making me crave sweets. Her outfit's not all that interesting or anything. Yeah, Love Live Sunshine. Or Superstar. Like, how do I say anything about Love Live characters? Alright, hopefully that fixed my lighting. My phone's camera wasn't on. Or my phone's lighting. I think it turned off after dying last time. I don't know who this girl is, but she's new. The butterfly in her hair is the most amusing thing, but she does have purple, it looks like nail polish on her hands. Her dress is boring. Bang Dream. So definitely a musical one. Alright, so her hand right here looks really weird. I don't know if it's just the way I'm seeing it, but it looks like her arm is going here, and then there's hand. Like, I see the shoulder, but my brain is not registering the shoulder. I don't know who this girl is either. I'm gonna say Hololive as my guess. VSPO. I don't know what that one is. That's neat. And then Bunny Girl Senpai. That's a dupe for me. That's from the last box, too. Alright. Here is the best Lucky Star character, obviously. Everybody loves her. Everybody identifies with her. I think her name was Konata. I'm so bad with names. Honestly, like, she's adorable. She's funny. How do you not like this character if you've seen the show? Unless you, like, just hate otaku characters. She is the token lolly character, and her dad is a lolicon, which makes it even more, kind of weird. But it's kind of funny in its own way. But, I mean, anime back then didn't care about things. A lot of series nowadays are a lot more, kind of careful about what they do. But that's mostly once it gets translated. In Japan, it's still usually fine. I think this is from, Is the Order a Rabbit? I haven't seen the series, but it's on my watch list. The issue with me watching it is on Crunchyroll. The first season Crunchy has is season 3. So I either have to find a website that has, like, the first 2 seasons, or I have to pirate the first 2 seasons. And that's really obnoxious. I'd rather just watch it all in one place. I don't care if I have to subscribe and pay your subscription. If you just, like, give me all of your anime. I literally pay for High Dive. It's like $5 or $6 a month. Because I don't like having to pirate stuff. This girl's Inspector. I don't remember her name. I have now gotten 3 different variants of her out of 3 different boxes. I don't think this anime is all that popular. I mean, especially not this girl. She's not that amazing. So I don't know why Gato Story keeps putting it in. Like, I guess it got 2 seasons. but I mean, I guess if somebody else has seen it, let me know. I feel like I only know so many of these anime because I just have no free time. Or, well, I guess I don't have free time because I'm watching anime. But I have no life. She's an idol of some sort. I'm gonna say... I don't think it's from Bang at this point, and I don't think it's from Love Live either, but I could be wrong. It is neither of them, so I'm at least right on the fact that I don't know what it's from. She's okay. She looks like a lolly. That's all I can say about her. There's a dupe. I wish I could say we're starting to get into dupe territory, but we were there since pack 1. This is a dupe from the last box. Hololive chick that looks bland and boring. I feel like this character has been seen before. Oh, yeah, this is the An Angel Descended Upon Me anime. This is the, I think, blonde transfer student. I could only tell because I recognize this character and I recognize this character. This one being the little sister of the main character that is definitely, totally not a female lolicon that is interested in this character. Totally. I don't know why I managed to watch this anime, but it is not actually the worst pseudo lolicon anime I've seen. In case anybody wants to feel distressed. Okay. This girl's kind of cute. Little maid girl. She looks kind of like a doll, which is mostly why I say she's cute. I have a thing for like dolls and the look and style. Oh, guess I just drop it. I don't mind dolls. They're neat. That's part of why I like Alice so much from Toho. Is I like the fact that she has dolls. Alright, and I've seen this character. I don't know what anime she is from, but I know I've seen this character because one of the pack opener guys I watch, Bobo Smacks, The Place to Be, I think is his name. He knows this character because he's opened enough packs with her. Black Rock Shooter. He always calls it out before he can like see. So like I've started to figure out some of these. He is actually the guy that I watched to get into this and learned about like waifu.com and all this stuff. So, you know, I thank him for kind of sparking me on this stuff. She's a neat, like, she looks like she's a wolf girl. Probably a streamer of sorts. Hololive called it. I'll learn these one day, maybe. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He knows a little bit of stuff. He likes a lot of the anime I don't give a care for. Lupinus VG. That's an interesting name. I feel like I saw this girl before. She's got those clear parasols. So I kind of, every time I see the clear umbrellas in anime, I always wonder, how sturdy are those? Are they actually any useful? I know they'd be cheap because people leave them lying around all the time, but are they worth using? Yeah, another Ray. Lots of dupes from the last set. That's kind of disappointing. And like the Shugo Chara from last set. That's neat, I guess. Ooh. So here we got another little lolly devil girl. No idea if she's actually devil or if she's just cosplaying, because I don't know who this character is. There's a lot of anime with lolly characters in them, and like, I get that a lot of people don't like lollies, but man, how do you enjoy anime and not at least tolerate lollies. I don't understand it. I gave up at a certain point and said, you know, lollies are fine. Alright, and we got a redeem pack. I've been feeling really lucky with a lot of these boxes. I feel like I'm getting like one redeem pack out of every 4 boxes. I still have, as of recording this video, the redeem from my 10 MO series box. And because Waifu gives like a 10% discount whenever you get a redeem card, I kind of feel bad about just popping the redeem and not at least buying a few boxes, but I am not made of money. These things are expensive. Especially when you're trying to get the free shipping, which from Waifu is $100. I can only get like one of those per paycheck right now. Especially since I'm saving up to go to a convention as of this timing. And we're getting a little too close for my comfort. This one's new. She's kind of neat. Mostly her outfit. She's got a nice coat on. Looks like it's kind of chilly outside. The hearts and stuff are a little busy, so it's hard to see everything. Alright, and a boring nun. I've seen this. I've seen the two-tone hair. I'm pretty sure this is a YouTuber, VTuber, and this is just her avatar in nun outfit form. Vespo. Never mind. I'm wrong. Alright. I did confirm last time this is the Cardcaptor Sakura supporter girl. Tomoe, I think was her name, or Tomoyo. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say on her. But she's cool. Alright, we got an angel. Whether she is an actual angel in the show, or she has just been modeled with angel wings, I do not know. I do not know where she's from. But she's cool. Like, look at that. Look at that face. That's adorable. The outfit's kind of lame, but the face is cute. There was an anime like 2 or 3 seasons ago at this point. It was like all the losing heroines are falling in love with the main character or whatever. Is this the blue-haired glutton chick from that show? I watched it. I didn't really care for it. My buddy liked it a lot. So I don't know. I would have to look into it. But that face kind of makes me think that's her. Alright, Albedo from Overlord. Overlord's a pretty good show. I'm waiting on the 4th season still, as we all are. Hopefully it comes out soon. I kind of watched it because somebody else told me they really didn't like a scene in season 2. And I'm like, okay. When people start saying there's something particularly bad in a season, it doesn't make me like want to walk away. It makes me want to see it more. Alright. Duplicate. I will say, I haven't seen a lot of duplicates specifically from this box. Everything's been dupes from like previous boxes. And here's a new one. I don't know who she is, though. My brain, when I initially started seeing the card, said Ram from ReZero, but this isn't Ram. At least I don't think it is. I guess she could be wearing a different outfit and have two-tone hair all of a sudden, and no sign of any other distinguishing features. Hololive. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, we've got the 3rd Lucky Star character. We got the klutzy, brainy girl. I don't remember what her name was either. She got some coffee. Wasn't she the one that started the discussion on, like, what end you eat the cornets from? At least I'm pretty sure. That was an episode 1 thing, so it's been a little while. Alright, and, I think I pulled her last time. After thinking about it, I'm pretty sure this is from My Dress Up Darling. This is, the girl who does not like how short she is, so she can't cosplay characters correctly. But she's been given assets, probably to, alleviate that. Alright. I do not know this chick at all. She looks like what I would see in, like, a NASA building or something like that. She's got the snaggletooth, though. I'm gonna guess that this is the blonde-haired chick from Yuri Camp. I'll know if there's a triangle on the back. There is. I bet you this is it, then. Yeah, she's camping. This is Yuri Camp. I know it. And we got Ruby from Oshinoko. Gotta love Oshinoko. I'm glad I got a Ruby, but there's better girls. There's the girl who's like a 25-year-old VTuber, and she's like, oh no, my life's basically over, as she's trying to hide everything. And then, you know, there's the red-haired girl that I can't remember the name of. Clearly, that means both of these are better than the girl I do know the name of, but she's, like, one of the protagonists, so it's a lot easier to remember those. And, I mean, let's be real, how many of you remember the supporting character names in these anime as compared to the main protagonists? That's a new... This is new, though. Okay, who is this lady? I kind of like the doll she has. I'm going to say that's probably the protagonist or whatever from whatever series she's from. She's kind of cute herself. That's fine. Not bad. New game. Okay. In that case, I know exactly who this chick is. This is the best friend of the main character. And she joins the company, too, at some point, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember her having, like, this doll. I remember the other plushies, but it's been a long time since I watched that anime. I watch a lot of anime, so it's really hard to remember every single one I watch. And I even have a Mal list that I started purely so I could remember all these. Is this the girl from Licorice Recoil? She kind of looks like it, but also kind of doesn't. Namely, the partner girl. SSS Gridman. Nope. I have been wrong. Alright, so we got a TR rarity of some girl in a bunny outfit with blue hair. It looks like she is going to the movies. Is this a ticket? Can I take this to go see whatever series she's from in movie theaters? Like, if I hand this to the guys at the movie theater, is this going to be my free coupon? And it's clearly at 9 p.m. So, does that mean in about 22 hours, as recording this video, it is about 11:40 a.m., I can go see this in theaters? I wonder if that would fly. If I just handed them this card, said, hey, here's my movie ticket, what would they do? Would it get me into just a random movie? Alright. You'll see my hand dart off to the side because my cat is trying to enter the video. And I don't want him stepping on this playmat and causing chaos. As funny as I think it would be for others. Alright, I think this Yor is new. I don't think they've been duping the SCRs in these. I think it's purely been the Rs and the SRs. Oh, that ended up in the wrong spot earlier. Yeah, this is a new one. Spike's Family's neat. Go watch it. Ayaya. I'm pretty sure that's the meme this girl's from. Her name or some other chick in this girl's anime is Aya, and somebody pronounces it Ayaya for some reason. I mostly know the meme from Toho because there's a character named Aya, but there was also a couple of YouTubers or streamers or whatever that were doing it. I don't know if that's actually what this anime is. I tried finding it on Crunchyroll and I couldn't when I wanted to watch it, and now I just haven't watched it. This is Aheron-sama or whatever. This particular girl is really bad at expressing herself, if I remember. She is, like, tiny. So she's really slow. And then, I believe that dude, that's just a plushified version, is the, guy who sits next to her, and he understands, and he's also, like, tall. So it's supposed to be that contrast. I watched the first season, and like I think this season or last season they started airing season 2. I did not enjoy it enough to watch season 2. Alright, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So I don't care for Cyberpunk, this series. Like, I tried playing the game. I did not enjoy it. Partially because it's open world. Big, like, 100-hour plus game. I can only play so many of those and enjoy them, and I've hit my limit for my lifetime. I did watch the anime, though, and I liked the anime. I didn't enjoy the ending, but that's because I don't really like bad endings where nothing is accomplished effectively. That's just me. I know all my friends who watched the show actually really enjoyed it. And I know the series is supposed to not have, you know, good endings, because it's Cyberpunk. There's nothing nice about it. But I don't have to enjoy it. Lucy's a cool character, though. I can't really say anything wrong about her. I preferred Rebecca when I watched it. But I thought Rebecca was just a stronger character. Alright. This girl's daydreaming. Head in the clouds, and it's probably winter time because she's got the long sleeve and some gloves on. She got a butterfly there. I don't know how the butterfly is there in winter, though. Maybe the butterfly's in her daydreams. Alright, this girl's at a festival. She's got her yukata on. She's eating a candied apple. She's having a good time. Don't know who she is. Now I do. So, that triangle is in Yuri Camp, specifically, which is how I can tell some of these cards, because some titles will use, like, weird stuff like that. This is the main chick in Yuri Camp, who happens to be our typical glutton character. I don't remember her name, though. What is this in the background? Is that a telescope? Just a, like, weird-looking angle one. Past that, like, this background looks weird. She's got stuff in there. I kind of wish this wasn't the SR foiling, because then I could see what other nonsense they have going on. But otherwise, I don't know who this chick is. This is the girl that isn't Mash from Fate. That's all I know. SSSS Gridman. Alright. Ooh. So, I did not really pay much attention when I did see the set list. I didn't know there were P5 characters in here. So... Futaba is not the worst P5 character I could have pulled. I mean, that would probably be Ana or Haru. Futaba's a strong second place, I think. Makoto would have been best. But, I mean, that's not bad. I have a bunch of friends that will lynch me for saying stuff like that. Admittedly, like, my brother recently got me a Haru figure. And, I don't really care for Haru. I never used her in any of my playthroughs. And I've kind of found her story kind of boring. Almost as boring as this character. I don't even know what to say on her. She's waking up from sleep. So, this one's kind of lame. This... And let me elaborate, I guess. This one looks like one of the cards I would get in a 1 yuan box. This is a 5 yuan box, so it's much more expensive. I guess that is to be expected. This is using rares like the 1 yuan boxes do. I've not seen this full art in these more expensive boxes yet. Bang Dream, so I'm not going to know any of these characters. But clearly, if you look on, she's got some cool stuff up on that cake. I will say, like, if I pulled this out of a 1 yuan box, this would be a really cool card. It's got a lot going on. I like sweets. Maybe this girl's neat. Something about seeing some of these is kind of lame. I think I prefer these 10 yuan boxes that I've pulled more. And this is some other high school idol anime, or high school musical anime. Demon Slayer. I don't know who Best Girl is in Demon Slayer. I don't know if it's her or not. There's only like 4 girls in Demon Slayer to really pick from. They're all kind of lame. But I just don't like Demon Slayer that much. I intend to watch the movies. I think as of today, they just announced the second one for what I assume is the final arc. But, I don't know. She's a repeat. My Sane here, no, Cece's a repeat. But this is a good repeat, because I need to give 1 copy to a friend of mine. And I only pulled 1 copy. So that's neat. And Panty? I pulled Stocking last time, I think. So I guess I completed this set, but I feel like I have this exact art of an SSR Panty as well already. That's funny. They put the whole name in English on this one. Panty and Stowe King. Okay. They couldn't have, like, gone over one more line. Alright. Ooh. She's got some nice ice cream. Looks like she got the vanilla cinnamon sticks in there. Mmm. That looks yummy. Her outfit's neat too. The girl herself is like, I guess she's cute. But, I mean, look at how much stuff she's got. She's got that bag, she's got that bag, she's got that bag. It looks like she has several other bags we can't even see on here. Yeah, she's going to bleed your bank account dry. You don't want that. Bang Dream. Yeah, stay away from this girl. With how many characters I've seen from Bang Dream, I'm going to assume it is a gacha game rather than an anime. Alright, this is from Kenemo and Friends. I only know this because I've seen this character art in the less savory side of the internet, so to speak. I don't actually know the series. I think it's a gacha game for how many characters there are. She's cute. Even when I see these less savory ones, I can't really enjoy them too much. Something about these characters just isn't very enjoyable when it comes to that side of things for me. Another Konata. I don't know why I spent more time on that one than I needed to. Oh. This is actual Worst Girl in Rent-A-Girlfriend. She she kind of got labeled in the first season as if she was going to be a potential girlfriend, and then she's just been a source of conflict since day one. And, like, does she like our protagonist? Does she hate him? Does she just want to make him miserable? I don't like that they've kind of framed her as one of the potential love interests from early on, and they keep bringing her back. And then, like, she's not a love interest, she's just an antagonist. And it's when will she cause issues? I have not watched the final episode of season 4, so, like, maybe she's already done it. I know she was gearing up towards it. But that's lame. Alright, Licorice Recoil. Much better anime. I don't remember her name, though. And she's a much better character. Pretty cool. I said I was going to try and spend less time on this box, but, like, looking at my timer, I'm at 46 minutes, and I still have 4 packs plus that hit pack that fell on the ground at some point. Alright, I don't know who this chick is. Is there anything neat about her? She's wearing a blue dress. She's got a neat head ribbon with a rose on it. This looks like a Love Live character if I ever saw one. Or it's Bang Dream. Got the nice synthesizer keyboard. Yep, Bang Dream. I'm starting to figure those ones out. Ooh. So I got another one of these. I really like this rarity type. So I believe the Goddess Story ones are called Instagram, which is what that INS is. Let's see. She's got a lot of crows in the background. So it's kind of hard to really make out her outfit because of the overall, like, bluish black background. But she's got a blue-black dress on. And that's a pretty gorgeous looking dress. She is from Azure Lane, it looks like. Which I believe is the Ship Girl anime. Or Ship Girl gacha game. That's a pretty cool character. If I had the chance to get a figure of this girl, I would totally jump on it. I have a figure from some other gacha game that I've never interacted with, just because the girl itself looked cool. Alright, and there's a dupe of that one. There's been a lot of dupes from the last set, and this pack is looking like a lot of those already. In fact, this is the only unique card, because I got a dupe Flandre, which I'm glad to get more Flandres. I'm going to do something with all my dupe Toho cards. I don't know what yet, but it's kind of lame getting dupe SSRs when they're 1 per pack. I don't know who this lady is. She's got angel wings like one of the others did. She's neat. Yeah, after a certain point of opening these, you start getting a lot more dupes of certain things. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Ooh. She looks a little insane. I don't know who that is, but she's got a neat outfit. Like, she's ready for a night on the town. I don't know what kind of night she's gonna have besides drinking and partying. But that's cool. I think the CR cards have the most variety and, like, coolness. Ooh, I got the Kana. So I don't particularly like this art style, or this particular picture, I should say, of Kana. Like, I feel like it's meant to be half seductive, half not. She's got the weird little pouty face right there. Like, what's going on here? neat Kobayashi girl, but I don't know, kind of lame art. Dupe, and a dupe of a lame SSR character. Okay, so I know there's a Rice Shower in this box. That's the other main card I want, because Rice Shower is Rice Shower's best daughter. So can we get Rice Shower, please? Less dupes. Okay, at least this isn't a dupe. I don't remember her name, but she's got the big fire sacks in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. She can produce a lot of fire. And I guess those sacks are probably useful for other stuff. I don't know. I have to read more Kobayashi. I'm not caught up anymore. They were having a really, really intense arc last I checked. And let's check again. And 2B from Nier Automata. I kind of forgot she was in this pack. As I was saying, I want Rice Shower. 2B's awesome. 2A is also awesome. I love every single game with Nier in its name. Automata is one of the best and one of the most well-known, but Replicant is also really good. Replicant, well, more specifically, Nier Gestalt is what got me into Nier. Back on the PS3, I think I bought it in like 2012 for $10. And it was one of the best purchases I have ever made. Well, I guess I'll show this back. That's a dupe, though. And we got a Majoro McQueen CR. Pretty cool. I don't know what's with the lemons in the background. Is it supposed to mean like she's fresh? Maybe she's got a lemony scented deodorant on. I'm trying to say, yo, if you like sniff it, it'll smell like lemons. Because she is showing the pits. I don't know, though. I don't understand lemons, other than they're supposed to, I guess, give the impression that something's fresh. But I don't really like the smell or taste of them. We've got a Santa lolly. Pretty sure that's a lolly anyway. And that's definitely Santa outfit. I don't know this anime, though. Got our Mirai Death Note dupe. Alright, and our last normal pack is Junko from Danganronpa. I mean, she's one of the most recognizable characters. At least she's technically been in every Danganronpa game that I can think of. Except maybe the weird third-person shooter spinoff. And I'm not entirely sure of that. Danganronpa is a very, very wonderful series. As long as you don't finish it. I finished it, and I only, like, sort of am happy about that. Alright. I have retrieved this from the ground. It is time for this pack. We'll see what this thick boy contains. Oh, that's neat. So this is one of those glitter cards. I don't... Ooh, is this a keychain too? What? That is a neat back. So I've got one other glitter card that I got as a redeem. I didn't think you could get these just in the boxes themselves. This one, the glitter kind of goes all around the background as compared to the other one I have. And it looks like the girl is just on the foreground. That is neat, though. So, I don't know what's with the chain in here. I don't see a spot where this would go. I mean, if somebody else sees a spot on this, let me know, and I will add it to a proper display, but I don't know. That is a very, very nice pull, though. So, my thoughts on the 5MO9 box, and so far with the 5MO boxes in general, they're pretty decent pulls. They're somewhere in between the 2 won and 10 won boxes. I've been mostly satisfied with them. It seems like you have a pretty good selection of hits per box overall. Obviously, it's got a story, so there's a ton of dupes. You can't avoid that with Goddess Story or really any of these boxes. And once you start buying multiples, you're going to get dupe after dupe after dupe. But definitely buy these higher value boxes. They're a lot more worth your money. They're technically double the cost of a 1 or 2 won box. The 1 won boxes I think are usually like $12 on Waifu, and the 2 won I think are usually like 14, 15. This one ran me I think $22, and the 10 won runs like 25 to 30. But for that, I mean, this is 8 cards per pack versus 5 from the 1 and 2 wons. And you see how crazy of a pack this was. I got one of these redeem cards for whatever this is, and then I got this out of the hit pack. I don't know who this character is, but I mean, a glitter card is cool. That's just neat. And a lot of other cool stuff out of this. I'm satisfied. I'll probably buy one more box of each of these 5 wons just to see what else I get. Alright. Only 10 minutes less than last time. That is it for this video, though. I will see you all next time.